Hi, alright again. Thanks for joining me. Cheers for subscribing. A lot of you started subscribing, liking my videos. So what this one's about today is about our old leads. Now, the way we're going to save some money. Now, when we buy the proper leads like this for feature finding and grabbing the weed, yeah, well, what I've done with our old leads is made my own. It was a design that somebody called Paul showed me, which when you look at the lead, you can see that's one, and when it focuses, you can see that's one that's literally coated, yeah? Well, price of these when you buy them in the shop are like 2 for £8 or £10 or whatever, aren't they? So that one is an old lead, and for the price of 4 screws it's now turned into one of these for gripping the weed. But I've got another lead here, 4-ounce lead, 3 screws, wood screws, yeah, and an old battered lead. And all we're going to do, all we need, called a screwdriver. Your dad's got one or you've got your own. And all we're going to do is literally, when I can do it, screw them in, right? Until you hear it grip like that, yeah? And what we're going to do is just put 3 of these in, because I found this works better. But don't get me wrong, the smaller ones are good for feature finding, but if you want something for clearing a swim out really well, there we go. And that is literally 3 screws into a 4-ounce lead. But these screws, the good feature about putting the screws in, cost peanuts. What's a screw cost? 3 to 4 pence each. You get a bag of them for £2.50 from B&Q. Plasterboard to wood screws. But the advantage of them is when it goes in, it plummets down to the bottom, yeah? As we're dragging it across, because it's got all these grooves in, what we see when we're at a clay bank or any clay spots in our swim where we're trying to clear the weed off, these grooves fill up with clay. So you instantly know you're at clay. But if you're on gravel, because of painted screws, it scratches the screws, makes them silver. So not only are you feeling that you're on gravel, yeah, when it's doing that across the tape, like across the bottom, but it scratches your screws. So you then know you're definitely on gravel. So there's one advantage about making your own. I mean, that lead cost me £1.80. I've used it for 3 months, coating's coming off, put 3 screws in it, £2 maximum. So there you go. And the length of them screws, the amount of weed that clears out is unbelievable. You only need 6 casts maximum, and I tell you what, the weed's gone. For the size of this table, the weed is gone. So that's my little tip for this week. It's literally, yeah, it's good to buy your ready-made ones, but why use ready-made ones when you've got the leads at home, what are old, what you just throw away, yeah? We can put some screws into it. The screws are solid, they ain't moving, they don't come out, and they're perfect for hitting gravel, like I said, or clay, and finding out. And the good thing is, with them being rigid, with them little grooves all the way across, grab the weed really well, I mean really well. So there you go, that's a tip for you for this week, is literally make your own gripper leads. I mean, you can put short screws in if you want. I fish longer ones because I like cast in, grabs a load of weed, wedge it out, you know, with your spod rod. You're laughing. You cleared a swim in 5 casts using that, and all it's cost me really is the price of 3 screws, which is what, 369p. So if you change the screws every time, you get a full season out of £2 to £4 maximum using that same lead and the screws. And then if you lose it, because it's an old lead anyway, you're not bothered. It's an old lead, gone. So all you do, go upstairs, get into your shed, get another lead, make another. Like I said, you can make them with smaller screws, like my good friend Paul Goodwin showed me. And it's him that put me onto it, you know. And now I'm glad he did, because instead of buying these, which I used to, and you're scared of losing them for the price, especially if you're on a low budget, the way electricity and gas and all that's going up, everything's going up, you know, food, everything, VAT even on your leads. So instead of buying them from the shop, make your own with screws. There you go, simple method. No hassle, no messing about, just drill them in, done, solid. And then just lands, and literally you've got 2 big screws and then 1 at the top. You can put 4 in if you want. I prefer 3. I find 3 grabs the weed and comes through the weed easier. So if you want to put 4 in, and watch how much weed you need bolt rope then when you put 4 in, but 3 cuts through better. And with them being plasterboard and wood screws, yeah, they literally cut through the weed easier. So you're not struggling to pull it. It's a good method. So if you like what you see, this little tip, like and subscribe. And if you don't like what you see, put any comments down below, I'm not bothered. Any comments or anything you want, any more tips. And then join me on my next video. My next video will be reviewing the Signet Compact Pod. I'm going to be doing the Signet Compact Pod on my next review. So, and it's going to be a true review, not paid, not sponsored, proper true review, because I'm on my second one now. Bought the first one, wasn't happy with it at all. I'll explain in the next video. So I'm on my second one now, so I'm going to try that and see what it's like. For £140 for a compact pod. It's not as if it's a budget pod. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be coming up with more tips all through the year on homemade baiting poles, etc. So thanks for watching again. If you like what you've seen, subscribe. Negative, positive comments, any will do, I'm not bothered. And I'll see you in the future or in the next couple of weeks when my next videos go on. And the fishing video goes on that I've just done, just did a quick day session. Had a carp off and had a little water, club water, it was winter, so yeah. That one will be going up in the next couple of weeks when I get time to edit it. And cheers. Bored you a bit too much now. It was only meant to be a short video, but I always chatter on. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I will see you in the present videos. And tight lines. Cheers. See you later.